Please welcome Cheryl Oldham, Senior Vice President of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce Foundation.
Good morning and welcome to Talent Forward 2019. Here we are in year number 4, and we're thrilled to host you all today to talk about leadership at the intersection of work, education, and technology. And what a crowd. Believe it or not, I think we were close to packed before we announced John Legend would be joining us today, but now we are at full capacity and standing room only. But I do think it's a testament to the issues that we're all here to talk about today, and to our partners in the room, to the work that each of you is doing to make sure everyone who wants a job has one. On Tuesday, the Chamber announced Project Growth and Opportunity, or Project GO, a multi-year initiative to identify and promote innovative ways businesses are responding to socioeconomic challenges. Each day, companies are proactively pioneering solutions to help address some of the drivers of economic anxiety. What could possibly cause more economic anxiety than being unprepared for the jobs of today or tomorrow? Not possessing the skills employers are looking for, being unable to work as a result, or not being given a chance because of your age or your past. We at the Chamber Foundation have the privilege of working alongside employers, chambers, business associations that are committed to ensuring we eliminate that cause of economic anxiety for Americans. And the companies on this stage today, in this room and all over the country, are examples of investments in their people. Whether it's upskilling and retraining to prepare for the changing nature of work and jobs, providing financial support for their workers going back to school, partnering with education providers to build the talent supply chain that leads right into a career. We might be a little biased, but we believe the portfolio that we've built here is pretty unique. And we'll have some exciting announcements today about the future of our signature piece, Talent Pipeline Management. As many of you know, TPM has fundamentally changed how employers engage with education and workforce partners. And the result is education and training aligned to careers, less investment by everyone, most importantly students, in dead-end pathways, and a return on investment for employers. We no longer expect educators to figure out what the labor market demands, or to engage a handful of companies to bless a new curriculum, or to rely on national data sets about what jobs are growing or in demand. We've shifted the paradigm and believe at our core that employers must lead. And when given the space and the tools and the opportunity, they will. We don't just believe it, we know it, we see it every day. If you're skeptical, I encourage you, please, to talk to folks in the room from Kentucky, from Phoenix, from Houston, from North Carolina. As we've crisscrossed the country and beyond, 29 states and Canada at last count, we have learned something really important. The challenge isn't just how do we engage employers to better understand what they need and want? It's that our economy is changing fast. The labor market is too dynamic to rely on people to communicate with other people about what skills are needed or to wait for the next research paper. The jobs will have changed by then, and the skills mismatch will have gotten much worse. Communicating skills needs in real time via machine-readable data is the piece that is missing. So we've set out to fix it through the Job Data Exchange, or JDX. We tested a new data standard this year, a huge first step, and soon we'll promote widespread adoption among HR vendors, job sites, workforce agencies, and the like. It's funny because when we declare victory on the completion of the JDX project, fingers crossed, most people won't know the project ever existed. And that's what it's all about, but they'll feel the impact. I like to compare it to the data that allows you to search flights, comparing prices and seats and arrival times. You don't know or care about the data standards that make all that happen, but you're sure happy it's there. In addition, this year we have had the honor of shepherding a group of 200+ organizations that are stepping out of their silos and voluntarily coming together to address a variety of tech and data challenges that, when addressed, will make the entire talent marketplace work much better. Talk about impact. The work of the T3 Innovation Network will build a data and technology infrastructure that doesn't exist today. And what does that mean? It means workers will have better information about the jobs that exist and the skills required to compete. They will own their own data and be able to communicate what they know and are able to do with real clarity. Educators will be better positioned to create a curriculum that will give students real career pathways. Employers will get job applicants with the skills they need. We've got a long way to go, but we're making progress every day. As you can see, we're way beyond the skills gap now. The work is about designing the new frontier of the talent marketplace and having the right people in the room ready for action, ready to make it happen. Thank you all for being here today and being part of this journey with us. I'm going to transition a little bit to some sort of just information you need to know about today and a little bit of logistics. Last year at this conference, we had about 750 colleagues in person and across the country watching online, and we learned a lot, and we learned a lot from you. One of the things that we heard from you as a priority for being in an event like this is to be able to connect with one another, and we wanted to make that easier for you all to do today. So we're calling the Lee Anderson room, just across the hall, back through that door, is our networking room, sponsored by the Universal Technical Institute. We've equipped it with meeting tables and conversation pods. It provides kind of a quiet space in case you need to step out for a minute or two to take a call or chat with a colleague. We know there are a lot of people here, and so to make it easier to connect, we developed an app that brings all of the content from today's event to your fingertips, including a full attendee list. Use the app to make connections with peers, get information about sessions or speakers, and learn about our sponsors. You should have received an email about this to download the app, but if you haven't had a chance, there are cards sort of everywhere in the spaces today that look like this, and they give you all the information that you need to know about how to download, what's in it, et cetera. So please go ahead and do that. One of the really important pieces about the app is is sort of your way to connect with live Q&A with our panelists. And so in the app, you can click on the name of a session. You'll see a place where you can enter your questions. You need to do that about an hour. You can start doing that about an hour before the session starts. So get those questions in early. When we hit our networking break, or if you step out of the session for a snack, be sure to check out the demos next door, right in the briefing room. You probably saw them before the session started. Best Buy, UScience, and Zovio. You can interact with them and the tools and resources that are solving some of these pressing challenges that we're going to be here talking about on the stage today. In addition to all of these opportunities to get engaged, we hope that you'll join us on social media with pictures and what you've learned and your thoughts, hashtag TalentForward19. So let's get going with our first session. This past summer, the Chamber Foundation launched a project called America Working Forward, and it's a new project exploring employer-led programs that give those impacted by the criminal justice system the training and support they need as they re-enter the workforce. It looks like this. We have the America Working Forward magazine, and it is devoted to people who are building those pathways to employment. There are copies available to you. We encourage you to look at it, to read it, to learn about the employers who are leading in this space, and it is sort of a great transition into our first panel, who's going to dig into this really critical and important conversation. So please join me in welcoming them to the stage.